Hello, everybody. This is Mike, and today is a very special day, not as of this recording, but as of this upload, which will be June 20th, 2025. And what that means is it's the 16th anniversary of the classic YouTube horror web series, Marble Hornets. And I thought today, what better way to celebrate this year than to review the series on DVD? Yeah, because I don't think I've seen too many people actually review these. The most I've seen was a Blu-ray unboxing, which I highly regret missing out on that Blu-ray that came out about like 9 or 10 years ago. Um, and yeah, I never got a chance to buy that. Hopefully one day Troy Wagner will consider re-releasing that. I don't know. That would be cool. But yeah, I love this series. It means a whole lot to me. And for those of you who don't know what Marble Hornets is, it's an old YouTube series that came out back in June 20th of 2009, and it's the series that I personally believe is the main inspiration for what analog horror is today, modern analog horror on the internet. And it's also, I believe, the series that popularized Slender Man. Now, I know the name Slender Man, especially today in 2025, it's not, I guess, the most respected name. I guess that's how you can put it. It's definitely an infamous name. You can do some research. There's, not the best stuff, related to the Slender Man mythos, but yeah, this was, like I said, back in 2009, and I was 8 years old when the series started, but I didn't get into it or discover it until around 2012 or 2013, when Slender Man was one of the biggest urban legends on the internet. But yeah, it was in the middle of season 3 right here, when I was watching it for the first time. And I remember, as I watched it for the first time, the last upload at that point when I finally caught up was entry 72, which honestly I think is a perfect halfway point for season 3, if you know what I mean, especially just with the runtime, because the series altogether is 9 hours long, and season 3 I think is 5. But yeah, this series means a whole lot to me, like I said. And let's just take a closer look at these DVDs and explore the world of Marble Hornets a little further. Alright, so without wasting any more time, this is Marble Hornets, the complete first season DVD. Now, I love the simplicity of this. As you can see right here, this is the visual tear, which, if you watch Marble Hornets, you know what I mean. And so, what is Marble Hornets about? Well, if you read right here, in 2006, a student filmmaker named Alex Crayley began acting Alex Crayley began acting peculiar. Soon after, he abandoned his film Marble Hornets and disappeared altogether. After 3 years and no contact with Alex, one of his close friends began to look through the raw footage tapes of Marble Hornets. If he found anything unusual, he uploaded it as an entry onto YouTube. Between June 20th, 2009 and April 18th, 2010, a total of 26 entries were uploaded. These are those entries. But yeah, so this is the inside. I love the scenery. That's nice too. If it focuses. Focus. There you go. So yeah, as the description said, and there's the DVD, this is the logo. If you know anything about Slender Man, you know what this symbol is, and Marble Hornets is where it came from. Now, I'll take this off. I miss these DVD push buttons. Blu-ray is my favorite format, but the cases are just so crappy compared to old DVDs. If it comes out, this is a little tricky. There you go. Woo! There's the rest of the wood scenery. So yeah, like it said, we follow this story through the eyes of a character named Jay Merrick, who, like it says, his old college friend Alex Crayley gave up on this student film that he was filming called Marble Hornets, and Jay's whole thing is, because he's a filmmaker at heart, he didn't want any of that to go to waste. So he takes all the tapes that Alex gave to him and over time just finds these weird things in the background. He starts noticing a tall man with no face and a suit following Alex around, and it just has a huge effect on Alex's personality. And over time it shows Alex just constantly filming himself, which I also really love about this series, is that it gives a reason for people carrying a camera around. I feel like a lot of times in found footage horror, there's just no reason for the camera to be there. While with Marble Hornets, the camera itself really is kind of a character in of itself, which is real sweet. And yeah, this is like as classic of Marble Hornets as you can get, and all around just works perfectly as a nice like hour-and-a-half feature. Anybody that I introduce to Marble Hornets, I always show them at least season 1, and if they're interested, then we continue. I haven't had much luck, unfortunately, doing that, but yeah, this is essential for Marble Hornets viewing. Next up, Marble Hornets, the complete second season DVD. There's the front, just a little more detail, a little more, while the other one was like pure white, things are starting to get a little muddied now. Things are getting more serious. And yeah, here's the back. Jay has finally gone through all of the tapes given to him by Alex Crayley years ago, but they've only led to more questions. After receiving a tape from an unknown source, Jay follows the return address in hopes of finally ending the search for his missing friend. Instead, Jay wakes up in a hotel room 7 months later. He has no memory of what happened to him. And ooh, I never noticed that. So like you have like more illustrations in the back, whereas season 1 is just straight up black, but this is nice. So what happened between season 1 and 2, there was a 7-month break with the creators, because if I remember correctly, I believe season 1 was originally just going to be its own self-contained story. Like they weren't going to make any more after that. At least I think that's the case. There's that. I've also heard that they just also had major burnout after season 1, and those 7 months like helped, I guess, fuel their creativity again. And yeah, so season 2 is where things get a little more dangerous for Jay, because after, like this says, after he views the tapes, and this actually happens in the middle of season 1, he starts his own investigation to search for Alex. And yeah, I love this. This is the mask of the very creatively fan-named character, Masky. I actually made one of these myself. Really cool. And it's also like one of the first things you think of when you think of Marble Hornets. Besides Slenderman, which in this series is actually called the Operator. I think the second thing you think of when Marble Hornets comes to mind is this mask. And pill bottles. So yeah, the thing with the pills too, those who experience slender sickness, or in the case of this series, operator sickness, have to take pills, in order to lessen the effects of the operator and just try to survive. Yeah, things get heated up. Got the operator symbol on the disc again. Come on. This is scary, actually. Why is it stuck? There we go. Woo! And there's the image behind there. So, I'll be honest, Season 2, for me personally, is my least favorite season. That doesn't mean it's bad at all. It's still like an 8 out of 10 to me, while Season 1 is like a 9 out of 10. And Season 3 is like a 10 out of 10. But we'll get to that when we get to it. But, yeah. Still great. Highly recommend it. And finally, Marble Hornets, the complete 3rd season DVD. Now, this is where the series absolutely peaks. Now, while I said that Season 2 is my least favorite, they really stepped up their game. Troy Wagner, Joseph Delage, and Tim Sutton, those are the creators of the series. They really, really did their best work in this season, and it's really incredible. Even this DVD box art I love. I think it's my favorite out of all 3 DVDs. But yeah, there's the front, side, other side. Here's the back, and it reads, "It's been a couple of years since Jay set out searching for the fate of Alex Crayley. Since then, he's found himself in the middle of something horrible that he never wanted to be a part of. Now aware of what Alex is capable of, and left alone after being betrayed, Jay is running out of leads and is feeling more desperate by the day. With his sanity slipping, Jay makes the decision to seek help from someone he never expected to see again." So yeah, as it said right here, I didn't want to spoil it for Season 2, but yeah, Season 2 eventually, Jay does find Alex, and things just go completely upside down. As it's implied right here, Alex is not the coolest guy ever, as it seemed to be. But what really holds this season together is the team up between Jay and a character that this insinuates, Tim. And Tim, as you see right here, there he is. Tim Sutton in the series, his name is Tim Wright. But this guy is by far the best character in the whole series, and you'll know why if you go and watch this. Regards, and that's another thing too that I haven't brought up at all. So, as Marble Hornets was coming out, back in 2009, there was a feature on YouTube where I guess you can reply directly to a video with another video. And so another channel called To The Arc, which is also still on YouTube, and there's a playlist on YouTube that has everything. It puts the To The Arc videos exactly where they should be, in between entries, and they're all included in these DVDs as well. So yeah, that's what this is referring to. I still love the visual tear that goes all around the box. So there's Tim, and I love, again, these disc designs. So as you see, there's Jay and Alex, and of course, I'll show it to you. So there's Jay. This is the character that we follow throughout most of the series, and yeah, I love the design of this whole thing, because these are like the big 3 main characters. And I'll get into a bit, maybe it'll probably get into spoilers in a minute, but I'll get into a minute why I absolutely love the placement of everybody here, actually. And over here we got Alex. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why is this giving me a hard time? Woo! There's Alex, and that's amazing. Perfect picture of Alex. But yeah, I absolutely love just the placement of these, and that Tim is the one that we see fully, because even though we follow Jay, I believe Tim really is, or becomes, the main protagonist of the series at a certain point, because his character is by far the most developed, most well written, and just overall just the best. He's just the best. I love Jay, but he is definitely more of like an eye for the audience. There's not too much characterization for him. They definitely do more with his character as the series goes on. And with Alex, who eventually becomes the antagonist, the human antagonist of the series, it's just perfect placement right here as well. It's like the one that becomes the protagonist that we've been following, that, you know, eventually shifts the focus to him, and antagonist. It's just perfect placement. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, yeah, these are the DVDs, and I guess I will show them off in a minute on my TV right here. These just look beautiful together, and the spines look great too. I do wish that maybe if it was possible, actually it looks like it definitely would be, I just wish that the size of the title was just the same on all three of them. It's just really big on this one and tiny on these two. I just wish it was either tiny or just big as this on all three. But yeah, I'll show these off, and there's the numbers right there too. I'll show these off on my TV. Now, because these are DVD, I have a 4K TV, so DVD does not look that great really at all on it, if I were to be completely honest. Has nothing to do with the series, it's just the format of DVD itself doesn't look that great. But the best thing to watch these on, in my opinion, is an old CRT TV, and yeah, I'll show that off now. Alright, so I got my VHS/DVD set up, ready to go. I got the old CRT. I'm gonna put this in. I'll just show off the menu screens for each season. Turn the lights off. Here we go. It's so good. I love it. I love how simple, because season 1 is very simple. It's very endearing, actually. Season 1 is, it's the part of the series that really just makes you want to go out and just film stuff with the camera, do your own thing. So what I'll do here, what should I do? I'll show you the scene selection, because like there's really cool transitions and stuff in all of these. Nice. So yeah, this is where all the entries and the To The Arc videos are. Like I said earlier, there's 26 of them for season 1. Audio settings. You got your audio commentary and subtitles. The subtitles, I don't know, because I tried them out on here. It doesn't really turn on. Might just be me, I don't know. But yeah, audio commentary, and these audio commentaries are so good too. It's just incredible what these guys did together. And bonus features. I love it so much. You got the Twitters, because as the series was being uploaded on YouTube, the main character Jay would post updates on Twitter as well. So you have like a whole other part of the story going on there as well. Really really making the immersion and just the feeling that what you're seeing is real, like, making that a reality. Outtakes, alternate take. I've seen all of these before, it's just, I just don't remember. It's been a long time since I've actually watched the bonus features on these discs. But yeah, and I'll just show the play all, just see what... Nice. But yeah, this is what it looks like on a CRT. It's a little squished, a little cropped out, but it works. It really, on a CRT especially, just enhances the creep factor of the whole thing. But yeah, with instead of watching this, because I really want people who haven't seen this before to watch it on their own, let's check out the menus on the other two seasons. Alrighty, so here is season 2. So good. Oh, I love it. So, yeah, here we go for season 2. Show you the scene selection. Oh my gosh, the walking. Oh, it's been a while since I put season 2 in. So, I forgot how like out of all of the DVD menus, season 2 I think has the creepiest one. But yeah, here's the scene selection. So good. And just like with season 1, there's also 26 entries in total for season 2, plus all the To the Arc stuff in between. Now, that image on entry 27, that was the old profile picture that was used for the YouTube account. I think it's still on the Twitter, I might be wrong. But on the YouTube account now, it's just the operator symbol, which is still cool. Though I do wish they just kept this, just to keep the immersion that like what you're looking at is real and not just a YouTube series, but it's still pretty cool. So, turn the menu. Got your audio features again, and oh my gosh. That got me. Troy, you jerk. You got me there, man. Okay. I need a minute. That was good. So, again, you got your creator commentary and subtitle stuff right here, of course. And the bonus features. Alright. That one wasn't as bad. That second one killed me. So yeah, again, you got your Twitter posts, other stuff here. Again, I've seen these a long time ago. I just don't remember exactly, what is what. Making a mask, if I remember correctly. I don't know which mask they're referring to. Because not only is Masky a character here, but you're also introduced to another character that I'm not going to spoil. I just want you to watch it yourself. So let's see, what's the transition for the play all? Nice. That was a season 1 To the Arc clip right there too. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, so here's the season 3 disc 1. There we go. Nice. I love it. Like I said earlier, this is my absolute favorite season. Nice. I love the sound design for this one. This is real cool. Scene selection. Now, that clip from that entry, I showed my friend Sky. When I showed him the whole series for the first time, he absolutely died in that entry. For those of you who recognize what that part was, you know what I mean. But yeah, this is entries 53 up to 72. So, like I said before, which is perfect, because like I said, 72 was the last entry at the point of when I first started watching, so it's perfect for me, and I honestly do believe, just plot-wise, it's a perfect, like, intermission point. And then your audio. Nice. Entry 65. Which is my personal favorite entry, too, in the whole series. Again, you got your commentary and subtitles, main menu, and your play all transition. Nice. So yeah, let's check out disc 2. Alright, so it looks like it's the same. Nice. I love how it's all nice. I love how it's all just Tim. 'Cause like I said before, he really does become the main protagonist.
Especially not you.
I love the atmosphere of these. This is so sick. So you got your scene selection. This is the rest of the series. I love the... Oh, that picture. That's very, like, Stanley Kubrick kind of framing right there. So good. So yeah, entry 73 all the way to 87. It's incredible. Turn to menu. Audio. Nice. I love these pictures and clips that they're using for these. And last but not least, bonus features. Nice. So yeah, behind the scenes, outtakes, editing time lapse. I don't think I've seen that. Alex Corelli's Marble Hornets, which I have a long story with that one. if you know who I am, and if you know, you know. It's not about that though. This is about the original series. And let's see the transition for this. Sweet. So yeah, that was a nice long look at the Marble Hornets DVD sets. If you're a big fan of Marble Hornets and you don't have these, what are you doing, buddy? Go get them. And if you haven't seen Marble Hornets before, the whole series is available on YouTube, and if you like it enough, if you love it enough, I highly recommend going on grumpico.com and getting yourself all 3 DVD sets. If I remember correctly, Season 1 and 2 are $15 each, and Marble Hornets Season 3 is $20. But yeah, so good. Go support Troy Wagner, Joseph Delage, and Tim Sutton. And yeah, later.